Hello, everybody. I'm Sandiego. Welcome to the third edition of the fifth quarter. Well, thank you guys, first of all, for inviting me. It was good to hang out, see you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, when you reached out, John told me, and I was super excited. I was like, Sandy, you reached out, and I knew right away. I was like, okay, because you have a lot of, I guess you're an idol to a lot of people,
Yeah,
including myself.
it's humbling. I don't try to get into the idol stuff, but it's always good to hear. And by the way, I'd like to say thank you to those guys that commented on Facebook this past week. Really nice of you guys. You guys will be on my Christmas list.
So
You
you
guys
saw
are.
the little promotional
Oh
video we
yeah,
did,
it was
and
nice. I actually saw it and I didn't know what was going on. And I said, "Oh, what's he talking about?" Next thing you know, a picture popped. Oh, that was nice. And again, thank you guys
of
for
course.
the kind words. Really appreciate it.
Well, it's all truth, and the kids, what your kids saw it. Kids saw the
Oh,
video
the kids
too,
were
and
just, of course, they're laughing at me and they said, "Oh my God, you kidding me?" They're teasing me, of course, but my children, they're adults now, but they still try to keep me level-headed. So I understand that. They always make fun of me. So it's all good. I like that.
Have they seen you play?
Yeah, they see me play too much, so they to where they got tired of it. Uh, You
That's
know what I
kind of
mean? I mean,
yeah.
I go here. Okay, let's go in this place. After this, are we going home? No, I've got three more games.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
come on. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, after that, Dad, do we have to go? I said, well, okay.
Uh,
Then you guys are cool. So after that, then it just got. But they know how much I love it. They know that.
mm,
So come Sunday hits, kind
yeah.
of gone the whole day just
So
to play.
your son play basketball too, or?
They used to play. I mean, he's into baseball,
Oh, okay.
so he did pretty well. My daughter tried it a little bit, but it's just they're not into it, and which is good. I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
I don't want them to be
Do
forced to
something.
play because I play. So I try to just say, you guys do your thing, and I'm proud of them because they're both very
Mm.
successful now. They got married with two good partners.
it's awesome.
So
That's
So
cool.
how many times do you play now a week?
let me see. I try to, of course, Saturdays is there. Sundays I try to play. Maybe whenever I have time, a couple of pickup games on the weekday, just to shoot around in the park somewhere or some empty court just to get ready for the weekend.
Mm.
But not like before. But before was a little. I come look at it, it was a little bit more intense
Yeah,
years ago. You,
yeah,
you
I
know,
remember.
John knows. So,
Yeah, yeah, we go way back. I
yeah.
remember first time I played against you, and I was new. I just moved from Illinois, and like, okay, can you help guard Sandy? I said, which one's Sandy? Like, that guy. I was like, oh,
That old dude.
the old guy. Okay, I think. But yeah, not knowing, obviously, you're 90% 3-point
Oh
shooter. Like if you
gosh.
give him once, I'm serious. Like one little two steps, if you're two steps away, it's going in, and you have no fear. I know there's a lot of questions people have asked. A lot of it is about your shooting because you have no fear. They're asking about your routine, so there's tons of questions we can go over later.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah. I mean,
I have my own questions too.
yeah. I think
yeah,
it's just all about practice. It's just trying to go out there as much as you can. I mean, the games that I play.
Mm.
I mean, it's I look back and it's now I was thinking, yeah, I don't know how I did all that.
yeah,
But it's always been part of my game is just to shoot. I mean, shooter's mentality is you just have to be forgetful. I mean, you can go four shots in a row with bricks,
yeah,
Does that
and you got
help you
to
though?
forget. Just have to kind of keep it going and just say,
Yeah.
okay, make the next one, make the
yeah,
next one. Then you just got to go back and play defense and just try to recover,
yeah,
shoot some layups, some free throws. I mean, we all hear about that.
yeah.
So
And it's not just shooting; you do everything well. That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
I appreciate that.
yeah,
I try to.
that's just one thing.
It's always nice to be known as a good player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, he's a shooter.
right.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, I know some guys out there that can shoot too, but
Well, that's all they do.
yeah,
You
that's all
do
they do.
everything
I
else.
try to do
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
as much as
A
possible to be
complete player.
involved on the defensive side, and even if I'm the bench, I want to make sure that I can reach out to the other guy
Mm.
and say, hey, let's do it this way.
Oh, like a leadership type.
Yeah, something like that. I try
Yeah.
to. I think as a team, you just have to Try to be together. It doesn't have to
Mhm.
be like one guy who's
Yeah.
very vocal, but we got to make sure it's positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want to criticize anybody
Mhm.
because you're not perfect.
Mhm.
You will make mistakes like everybody else. So
That's good. Yeah.
you play as a team.
Mhm.
You win as a team and you lose as a team. So
Yeah.
there's nobody bigger than the team. So if
Mhm.
you have that kind of mentality, I think I play a lot of places and I see a lot of kind of players, younger generation that loses that.
Mhm.
They're more into whatever I can do. I want to do this. I want to do that. Screen for me, screen for that. And you lose it.
Yeah.
You lose that basketball
Team.
team where you get everybody involved
Mhm.
because there's a person out there that can rebound.
Mhm.
There's a person out there that can play defense, and all that equals to winning.
Mhm.
And if players doesn't see it that way, then
You gotta know your role.
right
Yeah.
there you go.
But when
Like this guy right here. This guy
Yeah.
right here, he
No,
one of the
yeah.
best role players I've seen.
He understands.
You know,
Yeah.
he's very competitive. So, like I said, we were talking about earlier with John, they're not nice to me when we play pickup game. Me and this guy
Yeah.
hit. And in a way, I like it because I know that this guy isn't play hard as I do.
Yeah. And they do that because they respect your game.
I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
that's the beauty about this game. It's just
Mhm.
you got to go out there and just respect it.
Yeah, 100%. And when we're on the same team, I know where you're gonna be. And you
That's
can,
where Ron is.
Yeah.
I post, turn around, jump. That's how I get
Yeah.
upset with him.
well,
Ron, shoot the ball, man.
yeah.
You got the shot.
Well, I'm trying to get my assist, and Sandy's easy assist.
Yeah,
right
he actually did a takeover game, a takeover shot yesterday.
Oh,
Really?
Because we
no.
played against each other for the league.
About time.
Yeah.
there.
They told him take over and he took the shot
I didn't
and
even know
won.
they said that. Me? Like, who are you talking about?
It's a clutch shot too.
No, we were just so Joe's on our team,
Joe.
Lauren.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
okay.
yeah, so he's kind of like what you call it, like the head on the snake, right?
Sure,
So everyone's
yeah.
trying to
I love
guard.
this game. I love this game, yeah.
You know, I'm trying to feed everyone and
Very
stuff,
good,
and he
yeah.
was being guarded, and there's a couple other guys, hitting her shot, and that's when Kevin was saying, yeah, someone said take over. And I guess I kind of
I
like,
think it was Mike.
I'm like maybe you're
And-
talking
and the
about
bench.
someone
It's
else.
in the bench too, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Ron, take over! Ron, take over!" And he
I never heard
dribbled.
those words before. I don't know what that meant.
Right.
No, it was just
I don't
like
think I was dreaming. Did you hear that? Oh, yeah, I'm talking to my wife actually.
trying to dribble. I was just trying to get foul and stop their head. Crazy,
Sometimes
crazy
it's
momentum.
It's just instinct. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just kind of like, you know what?
Yeah.
I've got the shot. You take it. Because sometimes when you try to be timid and you try to just kind of, oh, let me hold back, and because I'm afraid that I might make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But you just got to go with the flow. You just
Mhm.
got to do what the defense gives you. If
Yeah,
the defense gives you this.
That's what I think I learned with you, watching you and playing
Right,
with you.
yeah.
Because sometimes when I used to play, a little more timid, I wasn't
Yeah.
really sure. But when you play, it's just you don't even think.
Every time I tell you that.
I
anytime,
know.
Do not put you in a side. That's your shot, man. That's your shot.
That's
I'm
what
like
I
trying
want
to
to get
feed
with him
everyone.
about, with his that mindset, like, because from what I hear, I never seen you play. That's why I was asking Ron, "Do you have videos of Sandy?" Because I'm really intrigued how he
I
wants.
said I can't release them. He didn't let me release them.
It's not we can't distribute it.
No. I mean, it's just you like you said, as a shooter mentality, you just go out there and just what the defense will give you, and
Yeah.
every time you're in the game, you hit a couple of shots. Next thing you know, they'll call timeout.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play boxing one on you. They'll play man.
Mm-hmm.
So right there, you have to change your game. That's when your other teammates will come,
Yeah.
and the shot will come to you. It's just you can't force it.
Yeah.
And we all
yeah.
tendency to do that. I'll be admit. There's shots that you might see that you were in the same squad. I think Sandy just shot that.
Yeah.
The heck?
Yeah, logo shot.
No,
It goes in.
it's airball. It's like, okay.
Oh, so you try those shot, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
let's say game on the line, and you probably want to take the shot. Let's say you feel like a certain way about the team, like you're like the best one to take the shot. You would
Mm.
take that shot.
If, like I said, if the opportunity is there, I mean, you don't want to force anything
No.
if you're a double team
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and you know the other guy's open. So as much
Yeah.
as possible, my mentality towards the game, yeah, I like to take the shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first option, is
Yeah.
to look for my shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when there's 10 minutes in the game left or 10 seconds left, it's the same. Sandy plays the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can't tell how many minutes left, if the game is close, if the game is blowout.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the same shots,
Just,
open
Yeah.
shots consistently.
You just try to, again, your mentality is to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, you can't do things like that without your teammates.
Yeah.
When I play with Ron or John, they know where to screen me. We played before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he knows that, hey, I got that opening.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you overpass if it hurts your team more. So you
Yeah.
got it, you got it. If you don't,
Yeah.
just trust them. It's also all about trust, really.
Yeah, and I think you guys like whoever team you're in,
Hmm.
the dynamic of trying to set each other up,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Like looking out for each other's like shot,
Yeah. I
and
mean,
not just
I
for
do the same thing. I love screening for people.
Mm-hmm.
I love the back screen. Sometimes we play pickup game, you see me doing. And
Mm-hmm.
there's times when I do get beat up when I go in the league and I screen the big guys.
Mm-hmm.
You remember John Stockton in the Utah Jazz, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's small player, but yet he's the one that back picks all the
Mm.
time. And it draws two defender to you right away.
Yeah.
So it's either he rolls down and he's open, or you roll up and you're open.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a
Mhm.
lot of opportunities that you can get open shot, and that's what I look at it. Look at a pickup game. I look at the game. Yeah, they're gonna try to adjust my game and double team me, but at the same time, you got to make that adjustment. Talk to your teammate. Let
Mm-hmm.
them know what's going on. Hey, you got the shot.
Yeah.
Take the shot. Make a couple of shots. Will get me open.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of depends on the game.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
I mean, I don't try to go out there. My mentality. Oh, I'm going to shoot.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. It's just
Let
it
the
come to
game
me.
let the game come to you, right?
So whether pickup or league, you play the same.
I try to. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. The pickup game is a bit more loose. There's no
Mhm.
time. There's no ref. So you're a little bit playing more of your game, and I think that's the best time to really get your other game together.
Mhm.
If I'm a shooter, I want to try to assist more, play a little bit more
Mhm.
defense because pickup game you can do more. But
Yeah.
on the league game, then you're a point guard, then you
Mhm.
try to stick being a point guard or the two or the three. You have a certain role in the regular game, so it's more organized the way you play.
Yeah.
It's more planned.
So, what's your position usually? Are you a two board?
I get, of course, two guard is where I'm at all the time, but I can also play point if I have to. I can still
Mhm.
bring up the ball, but I think it's more effective as a two guard to where, I mean, again, when Ron and I play, I give him the ball.
Yeah.
I find my spots,
Yeah.
and he's smart enough to know the other
Yeah.
guys to get involved and make me as a decoy. But
Yeah.
I don't mind being a decoy and score 2 points and just
Mhm.
pull out the guys, and this guys will be open in the high post.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get his points. I'm happier that way. So
Mhm.
again, it's just about how you adjust within the team. So
Good points.
Yeah, I mean, you notice like even what Rob was saying, a lot of the good players are the most unselfish players
Mhm.
I've ever played with.
well, you just try to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to make each other better.
Yeah.
Especially Sandy. What was the most points you ever scored in a game?
The league game, I think I scored 64 in one game
Wow.
back. That was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And then I just had a tournament in Vegas back in December. Was it last year? Yeah, last year of December, the 50 and up, I think I scored 54 points. Something. Then it's funny, the stat guys start taking, there was no other name but mine because it was
Okay.
more of me.
They ran out of
scoring.
paper.
Yeah. So it was just one of those games. I mean, you don't really predict what you're going to score.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
scored 2 points and
Mhm.
won the game and all feel the
What's
same.
the least amount of points?
Well, I was fortunate enough to say I don't
You
remember
scored?
scoring zero.
Very good.
Yeah.
At least I can score at least two. I'm
Yeah.
happy. But the bottom line is
Winning.
winning.
Yeah. Most threes.
Right?
How many threes? Most threes.
Most of the three, I think I had 15, 16 threes at one time.
15 threes.
16
Holy
at one time.
cow! Is
It was maybe a couple years ago. I think tournament in Alhambra, I think.
I think I
Yes.
get 16 threes in a season.
16
Yeah,
misses.
again, it's just you don't really predict that, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just go
yeah. It just
play.
happens. You get in the
If
zone,
you have a
right?
good day, then you do that. You can have
Yeah.
the
So
worst
bad
day.
defense. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
But it's
that's
still
the
defense.
it's hard to
But I'll
make
take
the
it. I'll take the win. It sucks
Yeah.
because if you score that much and then you lose by one, it's like
You know me, like if I was playing, I was like,
Right.
this guy made 16.
right,
Yeah.
and then you lose the game. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
like I told you earlier, people don't come out in the gym and say, "Hey, how many points you? How many rebounds? No, did you win? No, or did you? Yeah, we
Well,
won.
there's guys who, after a game, they just go right to the stat book.
Yeah, I know some people. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just
Whatever.
whatever makes you happy. But at the end of the day,
Uh,
it's about winning, really.
That's the thing. I think a lot of players in basketball have, different reasons why they play the game, right? Unfortunately, I mean, you can make your own reasons for the game, right?
Sure.
So for you, what's your reason in playing the game? What got you in the game?
Yeah, you know what? It's a good question. It's just really from the beginning. It's just
Back in the
just
Philippines?
yeah, I just love the game. I mean, it was
Hmm.
fun for me. Going outside and just hanging out with the guys.
How old were you?
I was like
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Okay.
So just play there in the park,
Yeah.
recreation. Next thing there's a little team play, 3 teams together, and then you just everybody knows just to shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's young, you
In the
just want to
beginning,
shoot.
right? Yeah.
You
Copy
don't
y'all,
really
replicate the
yeah,
moves
right.
on TV.
And then as you grow, you start to you play every day, and
Mhm.
then went to the States when I was 11 to 12. First thing I did was, in junior high here, I didn't know anybody, but
Mhm.
basketball was around. So played basketball and I got to know people, things like that. Then from that point on to high school, played a little junior college, tried out for some teams, summer league teams, just to experience it.
Yeah.
Even though I know I wasn't gonna make the
So you
college
played
team.
high school?
Yeah, I played high school.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
played
You made it.
I played 3 years of varsity in high school,
Oh,
and then I played summer leagues in junior college.
Mhm.
okay.
And like I said, knowing that I wasn't gonna make it, but to experience to
Yeah.
play
Yeah. Yeah.
against bigger guys, and
Yeah.
what am I gonna do in the summer? Just sit there. So I tried out, and
Yeah.
I was the only Filipino there. I was
Mm.
the smartest one. Everybody was kind of like looking at me funny,
Yeah.
You're probably
but
dunking
it
too.
was 40 guys, and I made the final cut.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like the last 18 guys, and they had to cut. I made it all the way there because of
Mm.
what I
What
can
you
do.
showed, yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't scoring points at that time. I was just more of a point guard and shooting and hustling and diving for the ball
Yeah.
and the
This
passing.
whole things.
Yeah. So while everybody's showing off and doing the dunking at that time,
Mhm.
and at that time there was no 3-pointers.
Really?
Playing.
Wow.
There was no
Really?
3-pointers.
Wow.
There was no 3-pointers at that time. It was 2
Yeah.
points. It's you go inside, you drive, and you score outside. It's just 2.
Maybe we'll make that league. No pointers.
That's like a throwback.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I'll be kind of nice.
With
you were
beach
just
baskets.
you were just with the short shorts.
Short short.
The tight one.
Yeah, the tight
Jello
one.
will like the
Yeah.
short shorts.
Yeah, he's like
Jello.
that. Yeah.
But isn't it crazy? You were just talking about the evolution of basketball with a 3-on-3, adding a 4-point
Yeah.
lane
That'll be fun.
to from 4-point to no 3-point lane at all. What
Yeah,
a,
it was back then, and
what
then
an
of course
advancement.
as you grow and you family work,
Mhm.
but I was always been involved in the city leagues,
Mhm.
and again just playing with everyone. It
Did
doesn't
you-
have to be all Filipino or
Yeah.
Asian, just to everyone who loves to play.
Yeah.
Just keep playing, and until kids were born, then I stopped for a while, and I started again 2006 to be active in the Filipino league, and from that point on until now,
2006.
until now, it's
Did you
nonstop.
idolize anyone growing up?
Well, as a pro, of course, we all like Mr. Michael Jordan.
Michael
I,
Jordan.
Okay.
I mean, that's
All right.
How about like who's the Sandy to you?
send it to me in what in our league?
In let's say like when you're growing up, when you're a little like maybe 18, 20, 30, like who's like a player, a Filipino player, or
There's really no particular Filipino player that I do, but I did have an uncle that just likes to play, but his style of play was more of a hustle kind of play. He was more of a reserve player.
Mm.
He wasn't a starter, but yet he always finishes up the game. He was the last 5 because of his hustle, his defense, his rebounding. I mean, the man scored like 4 or 5 points per game.
It's like a Dennis
But
Rodman.
you look at the stats on his rebound, and if you have stats of diving on
Yeah,
on the
that's what
floor,
I grew up doing.
man.
The X factor.
And when I see him play, and I keep asking him, "Yeah, Ito, how come you basket's right there?" I said, "No, they have other guys for that. I want to get the rebound.
Yeah.
I want to be the guy that steals the
Yeah.
The glue guy.
yeah."
Yeah.
And that's what I a little bit.
I'm gonna give him a
learned,
shirt.
right?
Okay.
I kind of like want to see, hey, it's more than
It's a
keep
soccer
telling
rocket.
you. Yeah, everybody can shoot the ball. Everybody can shoot the ball, but you don't see too many people can rebound or defense and play that the toughest guys.
Yeah. That's a specialty, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So for me, I see him and I see like, hey, that's what you call player
Mhm.
right there.
And that's probably something you have added in your bag since you like to do everything,
Mm.
right? You obviously you're a scorer from what I hear, but having that and you adding that to your game because you're.
Oh boy, I try
Yeah.
because I try to, of course, defensively.
Mm.
With these
Steals.
guys,
Yeah.
try to be involved defensively, and of
Mm.
course, passing, the right way in the right time. Rebounding, of course, I that's tough.
Yeah.
Believe me, I rebound once in a while because I'm always in the outside area,
Mm.
But everything else, I just try to be involved, and especially in a defensive end. I mean, I don't want to be taking shots after shots, and then you just
Yeah.
walk back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I missed that shot. And come on over here, cherry pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the other guys work so hard, so you just want to try to have a complete game in a certain way.
Mm. So it I got this impression from you also that um you don't like to stay in one group in basketball. Is it more the networking or the competition? You want that change with the competition.
Exactly. That's one of the things too. Like
Yeah.
I told Ron and John, I said it's always nice to go to different places
Mm.
and not just to play and compete, but to meet the other fellas and
Mm.
watch the game.
Mm.
And again, I always tell people that I play with every Saturday, it could be in Rancho or in Orange County. I always say, hey, how come you're not here every week? So I have to try to rotate, and you try to play a different set of
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's the only way that you can actually say that, hey, I'm pretty good.
Oh, that's
Because
true,
you
yeah.
try to, if you play the same guys
So true.
You can benchmark
every
your game,
season,
yeah.
every
Yeah.
game, I know your moves, you know mine.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, okay, I win my games, okay, you win your games,
Mhm.
okay, but it's the same look.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's all good because it's a good workout and it's still very good
Mhm.
competition. But you go out there and play, and you're
Mhm.
talking about guys they're not as friendly as we are.
Mhm.
They'll play you tough,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
They
then
got different
you go
moves, yeah.
inside, you'll get knocked down,
Yeah.
and you have different look. Now, if you do well over there, then okay.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's kind of good too because those other guys that let me shoot because they don't know me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I kind of don't know them either. So
Mhm.
once they get to know you, okay, here comes the
Yeah.
Yeah.
defense. So it's nice to be involved with a different area, and you get to know a lot of people. There's a lot of good people out there that that I wish that you guys can also meet because it's a big community.
Yeah.
We're all loving the game. It's not like we're all different, especially the
Yeah.
Filipino community.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all love the game, and there are a lot of good people out there, good men. So I'm just to be able to do that. I'm always very grateful and have a chance to meet new guys and play new
Yeah.
places.
So in the sport of basketball, what attracts you to basketball in particular?
Well, first of all, the basketball, the game will always be the same,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the people around it.
Mm.
You look at this, what we're doing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. True.
right? I mean,
You ever think we would do a podcast?
oh
Yeah.
no, I mean, this is at my age. I'm thinking podcast. How would that work? I have to tell my children that, Dad, podcast really? I said, well, I got an invite, and for me, like I said, for you guys inviting me on here and just for support, it's really very grateful. I mean,
Pleasure to
Yeah.
have you too.
Oh, great,
Yeah.
this
man.
is really a big part of this. It's a good start, and I'm hoping that other people will see this and just try to say, hey, this is fun, just to have somebody.
Yeah, we're just trying to have fun. I enjoy this. I know John does. I know Kevin does.
Oh man,
It's just fun for us.
It's
Even
fun for me.
It's
it's
fun
just
for us to hear
talking about
stories,
basketball.
Right?
With our brotherhood, that's an extended family.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's something that I think very special. I mean, a lot of people might say, "Oh, you guys, it's just basketball. What are you guys are like doing all this thing and waking up early in the morning and
Mhm.
getting all rough and getting all beat up."
yeah,
and-
I can't wake up for work, but I can wake up for basketball.
right?
That's what my wife was telling me. Like I'm usually late for work, but for basketball, like I can't be late.
Yeah, 4:30, I'm up. Work,
No snooze,
no
right?
snooze.
Work, I snooze like 3 times.
Yeah.
Can't be late.
Basketball,
Yeah, yeah.
like an hour before
You're
you're
awake.
already up. I'm like,
All dressed.
man,
Yeah.
no, I'm all dressed up, ready to go. So,
Do you feel some kind of there's I think I thought it was just for me. My cousin played like amateur but
Okay.
like a lot in the Philippines, and he was talking about like an hour before the league, like a game for a league, like he feels a certain anxiety.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
Do you have that in
get shoes.
you?
So
Like it?
before the game,
Yeah.
it's like your hands are sweaty and you have a big game, especially if it's a championship,
Mm.
and you're gonna play a certain guy that this guy is gonna be there. Is he gonna be there? Is he gonna be there? And you're during the gym early,
Yeah.
and you get 10, you get a butterfly, and you get like
Oh, so you get that
you get that. Oh yeah,
even now?
even now,
Andy,
the
you're,
big
I
game.
thought you're a robot.
Oh, you just like I said, I pretend, but it gets to me,
Yeah. Yeah.
But once you guys know, once you dribble that ball on the court,
Yeah.
it's all gone.
So who's like the best player you've ever played against or with?
Well, oh boy, that's there's just so many that I
Yeah.
played.
Yeah. I've played a lot.
Against with. I mean, I there's always certain guys that will always be above everybody else that you might say that you got to
Like they played
watch him.
pro. Yeah.
And then there's other guys that are just a different way. It doesn't have to be a scorer, but the intensity is there.
Yeah.
Like defensively, oh, I gotta face this guy.
Yeah.
He might not score 0, but boy,
It doesn't have to be in
Yeah.
the league. I only
Exactly.
asked that because I played with this guy in Vegas when I lived there. Best player I ever played with. And I asked him, hey, who was the best player you've ever played with? He said, oh, Mike Bibby.
Mm.
And I'm thinking,
Mike
Mike
Bibby.
Bibby.
Mike Bibby?
I'm like, I wonder.
Yes.
And then Mike Bibby, then you got Kobe, and then Jordan is up here. So I'm like, how is imagine playing against Michael Jordan,
Okay.
Jesus.
the guy that I've played against, the best player I ever played against. His best player was Mike Bibby. Like that's just crazy to me how good these guys are.
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's I can't pinpoint each one because there's a lot of people. I mean, in our community, our pickup game, you can see there's a couple of guys that
Yeah.
stand up and then really play
Yeah.
well. And then I go to another city and I play with this guy. It's like, whoa, wow. And this guy's how old? And sometimes I can see, oh, he's only like 22, but he plays old school. And he's smart, he's good. And then next thing you know, I play with somebody who's my age or older.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
he can play.
Yeah.
So it's different. I can't just pinpoint one guy because this is so many. But I think everybody has their specialty.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, oh, you're a scorer, you only score 2 points, but you look at the other side, guy has 12 assists, 10 rebounds, and hustle plays. I mean, how can you say he's better than the guy who's scoring?
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So it just, again, that's what's so good about basketball.
Yeah.
It takes the whole team to win.
You have a high IQ though.
I try to.
Yeah.
At least I pretend.
You understand.
I thought I'll pretend. All I can see is that orange thing over there, and I'll just try to hit it the best I can. Luckily, it goes in. So that's it.
So when you shoot, what do you look at?
I just look at the whole thing. I mean, I don't. I've been doing it for so long. I just look at it, and I just try to. As long as my legs are there, I think my legs. That's the first thing that goes. I mean, I think if your legs start to, get weak, I think that's when you're starting to go down.
Yeah.
Especially playing a long game. So I've learned how to just kind of pace myself a little bit. In the pickup game, you just try the first game, you just try to just kind of take it easy, and then until because a lot of guys out there will go all out.
Yeah.
First game, they're all.
So you pace yourself.
I try to, especially now at my age, I have to. It's more mental now than anything else. You don't blast. And next thing you know, you're out the third quarter.
That's how I used to approach the game.
I remember. These guys bullet.
Yeah.
Everything.
And I'd be gassed.
Yeah. I was kind of talking about that with my team because at this age, we can't like fully last a whole game. I told them it's kind of like budgeting. You got to budget your energy for the whole.
Serious. It's a long game. Yeah. That's why whenever it's a situation that you could be down by 10 or 15 or whatever, if you look at the clock and you have like 7 minutes left, hey, step up the defense.
Yeah.
Defense always wins. That's why I kind of like
That's right.
Wins.
I believe in that too. Yeah.
I try to make it easier for everyone I play with. Honestly, that's all I try to do. Because I know Sandy's a shooter. I just try to get him his spots.
Get the role players going. That's what it's all about, really. So I think as long as you are involved with a team that kind of knows the concept of
it's fun.
The formula, how to win.
Yeah.
You're not going to win every game. I mean, losing is part of playing.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to lose, then stay home.
Yeah, you know what? I'm playing with this one player in Baso. His name is Alex. Shooter, jump shooter, short guy. It doesn't look like he really played. I have him on Facebook. I'll show it to you later. But one thing that stood out with me was we played a playoff game in the first round. We got eliminated by technically a point, I believe. And he was just like so easygoing that he's like, that's really how it is. Like,
Hmm.
you win, you lose. And if you lose, you lost, right? Like,
Oh
at
yeah,
least you had fun and you played competitive, and that's all that matters.
that's right. I mean,
So,
it's people always say you hate losing more than you love winning, and you know what I mean by that
Yeah.
is when you lose,
mm,
it just hits you
yeah.
Yeah.
all week long. You don't able to
Oh
sleep, and
yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I
Yeah.
Oh
take
yeah.
it to heart,
Oh yeah. That was
and
me
I don't
last week and last
forget
night.
about it.
Yeah.
And you want to go back there in the court and what I did wrong, and you're frustrated.
Yeah.
You
You
win a
wish you could do it
championship, yeah,
again.
you celebrate, you wear the
Mm,
shirt, you're happy, you go home, you eat dinner, you sleep well,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Hey, for yeah,
Right?
yeah,
mm,
we won yesterday, but I felt like we lost. I missed 3 key free throws
Mhm.
at the end, so it
I mean,
was.
those things are like come into
yeah.
play. I mean, that's how we are as a competitors.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think a lot of people don't understand that the basic is so important,
Mm,
and how you instead of doing the fancy stuff,
yeah.
teamwork and crossover this, and which is nice to have. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can do it consistently. Sure, why not? I'll do the
Yeah.
crossover thing and the Euro step, all that.
Yeah.
I'd love to do all that, but that's not me.
I practice all these things, and during the game, I forget that I
I'm
practice.
step on someone's ankle. I might get hurt.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
don't want to do that too, like,
I
because I
never do.
get tired the more I dribble, I notice. So I was telling my wife when I started playing, my goal was to just be a really high percentage like mid-range shooter.
Okay.
Like to the point where like they can't do nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, you just make every shot.
That's what I.
High percentage shot.
Yeah,
That's what
like
I try to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But
then they want me to dribble and drive, and it's exhausting.
But I figure like because if you're so first you get 3-point shot going, right? You're a knockdown shooter, but like spot shooter.
Yeah.
So they start pressing you,
Yeah.
and now you're like you're done because then they just press you, like what we do with Nap. What we talking about, right?
But that's when you do the other thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If they start doing that, then automatically you go screen, you go
Mm.
down, you go here, you go try to
Mm.
screen for the big man. And next
Yeah.
thing you know, your defender will be lost, and you see
You
them
just go
there,
back to that thing
and you
again.
go back to the same spot. And, I mean, I'm telling this guy secrets, so next
Yeah.
time around they'll know what to do.
Oh.
So I miss a
I've
couple
been
of shots,
studying your game for.
and I make my shots, and next thing you
Yeah.
know, okay, I got him, and then you see the double team, right?
Yeah.
So the attention's on you, so someone's free,
Yeah.
someone's open, so you get them involved, you
Mm.
relax a little bit, but you go out there and try to defend, you try to do some turnovers, things
Mm.
and that, try to get some good assists,
Always moving, Sandy.
and
Always
then
moving. Never in
until
one
you
spot.
get that rhythm again, and then your defender just kind of like backs up a little bit, then you do your thing. It's a long game, You
Yeah.
just don't focus on a certain things. You do certain things in a bad way, you just try to forget about it,
Mm.
and hopefully, your teammates kind of understand what's going on, and they
Yeah.
understand you as well. So, and then you go on the next play. You got to have a bad memory.
Mm.
You can be a
Yeah.
hero one time, and you can just suck at the second game.
Yeah.
You just got to stay humble,
Yeah.
no matter what you do. How often do you play? Every day, or
I almost play every day. Yeah. I before I only had one day off because I was really trying to because I had a late start.
okay, awesome.
Like late start in playing ball,
Mhm.
understanding like the
I
game.
see. Okay,
Before I just played to play.
okay,
And I had asthma when I was younger, so I couldn't really play with my cousins.
okay,
So
okay.
it's late. But I was telling him when I started like doing the moves and then I can actually do it, but not the crossover, just
Sure,
like
sure.
the
The
jab
basic,
step and stuff.
yeah.
And it actually worked. Like it's like almost like a chess. And I was like, oh crap, it's like strategic now. So like that's when I started like having fun with it, actually practicing the forms and the
Exactly.
basic, the
Yeah.
fundamentals, something doable,
Yeah.
right? That's why also you know how sometimes you idolize Jordan, Iverson,
Sure, yeah.
the pros, right? Like me, I tend to like look at like let's say a player like you or like
Mhm.
let's say even John and Ron, I pick up stuff from them. I admire their game
Oh, I do that. Yeah. I do
because
that.
like it's doable. Like it's something like attainable, right? Like
Exactly.
I was like, oh man, if they can do it, like why can't I,
Exactly.
right?
I mean, we
So I
can
was
look
like,
at the video. I usually do that before game. I look at the YouTube. I look at Steph Curry,
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. I just kind of look at, okay, this is nice.
Yeah,
You got to be realistic.
yeah,
So when I go play with these guys and I see certain moves that I can't do, and I
yeah,
see them do it,
mm,
hey, okay, well, maybe I can do that certain move
yeah,
at the
yeah,
same time. Defensively, rebounding,
yeah,
blocking out, things like that I don't normally do.
yeah,
And I can see these guys are doing it.
yeah,
So that's doable.
yeah, yeah.
Instead of
Yeah.
the guys who's getting paid millions of dollars
Yeah.
who do that every single day because that's their
Yeah.
job. We're just doing this
Yeah.
for fun,
Yeah.
So you're doing the right thing. I mean, I always admire people that just wants to go ahead and keep on playing and
Yeah.
and they try to improve their game, no
Mhm.
matter how good or how basic player you are. The
Yeah.
main thing is you're out there. And
So obviously you know that it seems like you're pretty famous in the community, right? So how long have you, how long have you known or gotten the impression that you have this thing?
oh, I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, that's number one thing. That's why when people ask me where I go, hey, how do you, what is your